Imagine this. You're standing on a crowded sidewalk in a city you've never visited before, your eyes wide with excitement and your pockets, well, not so full. You've traveled many miles to be here, braving long flights, crammed buses, and choppy ferry rides. This isn't just any city, it's a destination you've always dreamed of. The tantalizing sense of street food waft from makeshift stalls, and a cacophony of voices fills the air, speaking in a language you barely understand. The architecture around you is a feast for your eyes, a delightful mishmash of old and new, traditional and modern. Majestic buildings proudly stand alongside modern high-rises, and the streets are bustling with locals and tourists alike. You take a deep breath, soaking in the rich tapestry of sounds, smells and sights. Your heart is pounding with anticipation and your mind is buzzing with possibilities. You can already imagine walking down the centuries-old cobblestone streets, stepping into charming cafes, exploring bustling markets and losing yourself in art galleries. Despite your modest travel budget, you're thrilled at the prospect of immersing yourself in this new culture. You know deep down that the real treasures of travel are not in flashy hotels or expensive restaurants, but in the people you meet, the stories you hear, and the memories you make. You see, it's not the size of your wallet that defines your journey, but rather the size of your spirit. When you travel with an open heart and a curious mind, every corner holds a new surprise. Every encounter promises a fascinating story, and every experience can lead to self-discovery. You're maybe limited, but that doesn't mean your adventure has to be. You might not be dining at the fanciest restaurants or staying at the most luxurious hotels, but that diminishes the richness of your journey. Instead of dining out, you delve into the local cuisine by trying exotic street food fresh from the hands of local vendors. Instead of booking guided tours, you create your own itinerary, exploring off the beaten path and discovering hidden gems. Instead of paying for entertainment, you find joy in the simple pleasures: a vibrant sunrise, a lively street, a quiet moment of reflection. You meet fellow travelers, form unexpected friendships, and share stories and experiences that transcend cultural boundaries. Traveling on a budget doesn't mean depriving yourself. It means prioritizing experiences over material things. It means saying yes to new adventures, stepping out of your comfort zone, and opening your heart to the unexpected. It means realizing the true essence of travel lies not in luxury, but in discovery, connection, and personal growth. You've got an insatiable thirst for adventure, but your budget is about as thin as the crisp air at the top of Mount Everest. Yet you stand tall, reminding yourself that you are not defined by the depth of your pockets. Don't fret, fellow wanderer, you don't need to be rolling in dough to have a memorable experience. In fact, the most enriching experiences often come without a price tag. If you're clever, resourceful, and open-minded, you can turn any trip into an unforgettable adventure. Start by seeking out free attractions. Every metropolis, every town, every city has its hidden gems waiting to be discovered, and most importantly, they don't cost a dime. It's all about exploring, immersing yourself in the local culture, and finding the beauty in the everyday. It's about down familiar yet different streets and finding something new each time. Now, one of the best ways to do this is by visiting public parks. These green spaces are not only free to enter, but are also filled with lush landscapes, architectural marvels, and plenty of local wildlife. Whether it's a sprawling city park or a small neighborhood oasis, public parks provide a serene retreat from the urban hustle-bustle. Next, venture onto your local markets. These bustling hubs are a colorful mix of sights, sounds, and flavors. From fresh produce to handmade crafts, local markets give you an authentic taste of city life. They are the perfect place to sample local delicacies, discover unique finds, and interact with the locals. Shopping at local markets also allows you to support local businesses and artisans, making your vacation more meaningful and sustainable. And how can we forget street art? These urban canvases are a visual feast, reflecting the culture, history, and social issues. They also provide a unique and free activity for tourists. You'll stumble upon everything from sprawling murals to intricate graffiti, allowing you to experience the city through the eyes of its artists. And then, there are free walking tours. These guided strolls are not merely ticking off the major landmarks. They offer an in-depth look into the city's history, its people, its anecdotes, and secrets. Guided by a local, you'll learn things that you won't find in a guidebook. You'll hear stories, learn about architectural styles, local customs and traditions, and discover hidden corners you might otherwise miss. But remember, exploring is not just about seeing a new place, it's about feeling it. about sinking into the rhythm of its streets and its life. So, wear your most comfortable shoes, pack a bottle of water, and prepare to discover the city in the most authentic and budget-friendly way possible. And don't forget about free walking tours. They're a fantastic way to get a feel for a new city, learn some history, and pick up some insider tips. Next, consider budget-friendly tours. Yes, they exist. In this vast world of expensive travel, it might seem like a daunting task to find tours that won't burn a hole in your pocket, but don't let the high prices deter you. The first step to finding these hidden gems is to do a good amount of research. Don't just rely on the first few search results, dig. You'll be surprised to find companies that offer adventures at a price that doesn't bankrupt you. To find these budget-friendly tours, consider looking at travel blogs or forums. Here you can find first-hand information from travelers who have been on these tours and can give you a genuine review. They can provide you with tips on how to find the best deals and what companies to avoid. Also, consider subscribing to newsletters from travel companies. They often provide information about upcoming sales and discounts. This can be a great way to score an affordable tour. You can use price comparison websites to find the best deals. Another great option to consider is group tours. Now you might be thinking that traveling in a group can be restrictive and that you might not get the personal experience you desire. However, group tours often come at a fraction of the cost of private ones. Not only does this split the cost, but it also provides you with a unique opportunity to meet like-minded individuals. Traveling in a group can enrich your experience in ways you might have not imagined. Can learn from the experiences of others, engage in intriguing conversations, share memorable moments, and even make new friends. These experiences can make your journey more memorable and enjoyable. In a nutshell, don't let budget constraints stop you from exploring the world. There are plenty of options out there that can help you have the adventure of a lifetime without breaking the bank. They're also a great way to meet fellow travelers and make new friends. But perhaps the most valuable resource at your disposal is the local community. This foundation is an amazing trove of knowledge and experiences. When we talk about your vacation or your journey, it's not just about the places you visit or the sights you see, it's about immersing yourself in the local culture. It's about truly experiencing the lives of the people there, understanding their traditions, their customs, their day-to-day life. Engage with the locals. Start a conversation with a local vendor, or maybe a passerby, or the friendly neighborhood grandma. Become more than just a tourist, become a temporary local. Ask them about their life, their city, their favorite places. They have lived here, have grown up here, and have countless stories to share. They know their city better than anyone. They know the best coffee shops, the best restaurants, best parks, and the best museums, often ones that aren't even mentioned in the most comprehensive of guidebooks. They know the places that have the best views of the sunrise, or the spots that have the most bustling night markets. And they can often recommend unique off-the-beaten-path experiences. Experiences that will stay with you long after you've left. Maybe a hidden hiking trail with the most stunning views, or a quaint little bookstore tucked away in a corner that sells the most interesting books. Or possibly a local cooking class where you can learn to make traditional dishes, or a workshop where you can learn about the local art and craft. These aren't things that you can find in a glossy travel guide. These aren't experiences that you can book on a travel website. These are unique, personal experiences that you can only discover by engaging with the local community. Plus, they may know about local events or festivals. The local community is often the best source of information about what's happening around town. They can tell you about the upcoming music festival, the local food fair, or the annual flower show. Events that are not only interesting and fun, but often a deeper insight into the local culture. And most importantly, these events are often free to attend. They are not created for the purpose of making money, but for the enjoyment of the community. They welcome everyone, locals and tourists alike, and are a great way to experience the local way of life. But perhaps the most valuable resource at your disposal is the local community. Engage with the locals. They know their city better than anyone, and can often recommend unique, off-the-beaten-path experiences that you won't find in any travel guide. Plus, they may know about local events or festivals that are free to attend. And remember, the value of an experience isn't measured by how much it costs, but by the memories you make, the people you meet, and the new perspectives you gain. So go ahead, set forth on your journey with a spirit of adventure and a pocket full of savvy budgeting tips. To sum up, Here's how to maximize your experiences on a minimal budget. Seek out free attractions and budget-friendly tours. Engage with the local community for insider tips. And most importantly, remember that the most valuable experiences often come without a price tag. Thank you for joining in on this adventure of discovery. Stay tuned for more tips and tricks to help you make the most of your travels, no matter your budget. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep making memories that are priceless.